Hey, what's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're going to be going over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, December 23rd. Happy holidays, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season and a great end of the year. For us, we could not be more blessed to be with the sniper group that we have right now, especially now with our new site that we have it up and running. It's great to have the team back in there and everyone's working well in the chat, and we've had some pretty good bags to start December, and I'm excited to see what the end of the year has and then what 2021 has to come. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, guys. Every single Tuesday night we get together and we go over 3 to 5 of the hot penny stocks that we're looking at for a potential play the next morning. For tonight, we're in a stock overnight, so you'll be able to see how we're going to break down our plan on that stock and where we're looking to sell it tomorrow morning. And then for the rest of the stocks, they're hot penny stocks and they're lining up with some of our key patterns that we look for that offer that 3-to-1 risk reward. And sometimes when you get the doubles and triples, you get 20, 30, 40% wins. So that's what we look for here. That's what gets us excited. That's what got us into the market, and that's why we have stayed into the market. We're interested in those big moves, and that's what gets us going. So welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you pick up some tickers. Keep in mind, we've been doing this for a little bit, so these strategies do take time, but all these stocks that we're going to talk about offer big potential because they have such volatility throughout the day. So they're exciting stocks no matter what to watch. So let's go ahead and let's dive in to our watch list for Wednesday, December 23rd. Oh, real quick before I dive in, I want to go back to our sniper chat. I want to say happy holidays to everybody in the sniper chat. Merry Christmas. We got Christmas coming in 2 days. Big shout out, Christmas shout out to some of our OGs, sniper OGs. One of them that I want to give a shout out was Jarrett Leone. He had 2 nice bags. This is one that you're seeing with S4 at 177. Jarrett, congrats on making those 2 big wins today. On the left side is our watch list, and on the right side is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. We come out with our watch list every single night on www.thestocksnipers.com. Every Tuesday night, we come here and we share it with you guys, though. So for the watch list for tonight, what we're looking at, the first one is SEGI, the one that we're in overnight. That's SEGI, and it's an OTC stock. This is a first green day. That's the pattern we're looking at, and we bought it at 2 cents in power hour after it dipped 20% off its high, but it held VWAP nicely, and that's what we were looking for it to do. SEGI has strong follow-up days. As you can see, you know, it had wild run-up here a couple days or a couple months ago, or actually a couple weeks ago, back in November. It ran from the 7 pennies to go all the way to the 6s. So love to see that it actually has potential to run. And then, you know, you see in the past, it does have a history of good gap ups. Now let's go ahead and dive into the 1 day, 1 minute, and let's zone into that power hour when we really like to zone into these stocks, and let's talk about why we bought it on the dip. So here's SEGI, and as you can see, you know, it really started to get volume at 1 o'clock when it got that volume perk, and then it started to, you know, push up to get that high day, and then after that high day, it really pushed, and that's what really brought it to our attention when it became a biggest gainer. Had the credentials for a first green day. It was trading over double average volume. After, you know, that big push, it ends up making a double bottom down here at 0.0198. So we really like that spot. When it came back up to 2.4, we didn't want to reach up there. But the fact that it came back down and dipped, and at the same time the VWAP the whole time has been creeping back up closer to that double bottom of 0.0198, we decided to go ahead and swing at it and got in at 0.0202. And it actually held the 2 cents nicely. As you can see, that's right where it closed. So for us, since it did that, that's what we were looking for here since we bought it on a dip. We don't have much of a cushion, so we're not going to give it much room tomorrow. Since it does have that history of gapping up when it gets good volume in these good green days, ideally this one gaps up to that resistance it made today, the 2.4s, and then it could see buyers over that resistance tomorrow, and we could sell into 20-25% push in the morning. That would be a really nice bag on that gap up. So that's what we're looking for in SEGI. If it doesn't gap up, we'll go ahead and just take the scratch. You know, we really like that it held that 195, 198 support throughout power hour and really, you know, for the last 2 hours of the day. Next one on the list is DSGT. And we're looking at DSGT because this one's coming up to a multi-month breakout at 72 cents, that key multi-month breakout. And interesting enough, that is where it topped out today, was that 72 cents. So yesterday, it had a nice first green day, and shout out to Sniper Bo. He actually had a really nice bag on DSGT, because look at this follow-up after this first green day. It came and it actually broke the first multi-month resistance of 48, and then continued all the way up to that resistance that it made all the way back here in March. So almost a year ago, about like 10 months ago, made that resistance of 72. And today, interesting enough, it came back to that spot. And that's why we're interested in it. So we'll be watching this one to see if it could finally get that push over that 72 resistance. See if it can get some legs going again. All right. For this one, we do think, since it is on such a run up, it came all the way up from 31 cents 2 days ago. We do think it does need a pullback and maybe some consolidation before the breakout. So ideally, we see that. We're just going to keep an eye on this one. If this one ever doesn't take any really big dips, it does have nice support down here in the 39.40 area. So if it does take any really, really major dips, we'd be interested there. But other than that, ideally, we're going to be watching this one just to see how it consolidates around this breakout, and then see if we can come test it later on, maybe later this week or next week or something like that. So DSGT, it's good to see that, 50%